Okay, so this one is going to be called the Churchill Loop because it's going to involve a roundabout, a meet situation, and a bit of a one-way system. So as we approach the roundabout, we're going to follow the road ahead. It's the second exit. So checking mirrors on approach, left lane for ahead, checking to the right, we're good to go, keeping to the outside, centre mirror, left signal, leaving at the second exit. And the buses on the left potentially coming out. As we get around this corner, there is a priority meet situation. Sign on the left, we have priority. I don't mean, sometimes they do come, and if they do, we've got to let them come, and we'll see that when we're coming back around the other way. We're going to take the next road on the left, where the blue car's just gone. Pedestrian's already got his foot on the road, so I'm going to let him go. Nope, he's definitely stopping, so we're going to go. One-way system. So where he was stood, you saw the signs of a one-way system. At the end of the road, we're turning right. I've already seen the pedestrian on the right, so I'm keeping it slow. Centre mirror, right signal. Another pedestrian heading towards the end of the road, so I'm slowing it down, seeing what he does. So because it's a one-way system, I'm going all the way over to the right-hand side. Checking both ways. To the next road on the right, this is Churchill. So the examiners do this two different ways, and we're going to go around and do it both ways. They'll say at the end of the road we're going to turn right. I want you to turn right just before the dead tree on the right. So we're going to centre mirror, right signal. Position just left to centre. Now this is a balancing of the feet. So I would suggest slowing everything down and getting first gear here and being gas and bite point, feeling where that bite point is. So that when you go around the corner, also take a look at where you've got the double dash line and the single dash line, and then use the gas and the clutch to balance it as you're coming up. Checking both ways, there's a car coming from the left, but because we're not coming here with a lot of speed and brake, we're not catching the feet, so we can hold it on the feet. And then we're good to go. That's why you need a head camera there, because that front camera wouldn't have shown you all of that. That was mayhem, wasn't it? So we're going to take the next road on the right. So doing it that way, it's all about balancing the feet and getting it balanced early and not running into that junction up that steep hill on a brake and then trying to catch it on the steep hill. You're better to do it on the hill just before. But now we're going to go around this one-way system. And we're going to go up to the end, but we're not going to be turning right just before the dead tree. We're going to go all the way to the end and look at the issues with that one. So end of the road right, centre mirror right signal. Again, one-way system, position all the way over to the right. And then we're turning right Churchill. So centre mirror right signal. Position and just left to centre, nothing coming, check the right mirror, and away we go. So this time, end of the road, we're going to be turning right, but we're not going before the dead tree, we're going all the way to the end. So centre mirror, right mirror, we're going to delay the right signal till we just get to this junction. Of course, the negatives on this side is that junction to the left of us is really close, and we have got to do a lot of steering to the right when we go out, but we don't have to balance the feet so much. So once we check both ways, we're near enough, we are full locking all the way around to get round. So there's a bit more steering involved in that one, but less clutch control. So I would suggest pupils, right, you try both and practice both, and if there's no one behind you, suggest to the pupil that let's just pretend a car's coming and let's practice balancing on our feet just so they can feel the difference between the two. If there's a car behind you, you can't really do it. So we're coming to the priority. You can see this time that we've got to give priority. So we're looking all the way down there as far as we can. There's a taxi coming, so we're mirrors and waiting. You see with the left bend, they've just come round at the last second. So if we're looking all the way down there and there's nothing coming, we check the mirrors and go. If now something comes, there's not much we can do about it. So this is where when you're coming the other way, you have to give way. And then we're coming to the roundabout and we're going to follow the road ahead. So again, this is classed as a straight on following the road ahead. The importance here, once you've got through the pedestrian crossing, is looking down at the markings on the floor to make sure you're picking the correct lane for ahead. I don't see that very often. I meant the bloke with the phone. No, I didn't. I meant. So you can see on the floor you've got left only A38, and then you've got Mansfield ahead and right. So you may think because your exit's past 12 o'clock you're going to signal right, but we are going ahead, we're not turning right. Right's all the way down that side of McDonald's. So we're not going to signal on approach, but we are going to do a left to leave when we get there. So now centre mirror, left signal, and then try and cancel it before you get to this little road on the side.